Hi Taurus, welcome to your weekly reading with me, Cindy. This is for Taurus Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. And we're continuing with our deeper spiritual messages this week. And so the card that I'm pulling out, I'm using two oracle decks. The first oracle deck that I'm using is my Animal Spirit deck. And that's just a message. I'm just shuffling it out and I just want to see what comes out. And you got a card. It's a nice card. And then the next deck is the one we were working with last week, which is the Mystical Shaman Oracle deck. And when I shuffled that deck, I asked, well, why? What's the purpose of the first card that came out with the Animal Spirit card? What is the purpose of that? Like, what is this moving you towards, Taurus? So, and then we get that answer with the Mystical Shaman Oracle deck. And then we're going to build up from there with our tarot cards. So, without further ado, let's get started. You got the Eagle Spirit card. This is quite an interesting message, actually. Like, with Eagle Spirit, I often feel any sort of bird of prey like this. I do feel like the winds of change have kind of come in or are coming in. I think with the energy of this reading, it's more that has come in for you, though. The winds of change have come in for you. And, Spirit has your back, right? Like, this is what this is saying to you. Spirit has your back. The winds of change are coming in. There's new energy coming in. I feel like you're already in that new energy. Perhaps you've received messages about something, situations, circumstances have played out, and you're kind of in this, but you're feeling awkward. You're feeling kind of awkward. So, Spirit is trying to tell you they have your back because you may be feeling kind of just like not yourself, like you're walking, you're tripping, or you're tripping over your words, you're tripping over yourself. You just don't have that rhythm, that feel that is you, that you're feeling. Well, okay, this is why. So it's because you're actually being asked to soar at this point. So perhaps you were walking through life before, in the past, you've been walking through life, and now is the time to soar. Take on this eagle spirit. If you've ever watched a large bird of prey like this walk around, they're not the most graceful. They have a big body. They have a really big body. They have huge wings. They have pretty bulky legs and big feet and talons, right? So they kind of... That's not what you're meant to do right now. You're meant to be soaring. You're literally meant to be taking flight because this is this energy that you're moving into, which is new, which is a new start. It's a new beginning. And the card that comes in, like, why? Well, why is this going on? Why am I being asked to soar? So the Ancient Ones is the card that has come out for you right now. It's because you're growing. You're growing big time. And you're growing into a much more deeper aspect of yourself. There was, there's a very specific little statement in this book that really brought it all together for me here for you. Oh, I like this one too. Do not hesitate to bite off more than you can chew because you have unlimited spiritual resources available right now. So, like, when you're walking, if the eagle is walking around, the eagle can't have this massive, huge perspective and see all the opportunities that are available. So once the eagle takes flight and starts soaring on the wind, then you can see all these opportunities. You can really get the perspective that you weren't getting before when you were down on the ground and sort of fumbling around and walking. So it's really about opening up to this energy that you're moving into. The Ancient Ones are those in the Shaman Mystical Oracle that have been on Earth in the past. They've lived as flesh and bone, and there we go, the crow. The crows are speaking in these readings this week, so I kind of like when you hear the crow, they're just affirming that something is truth for you. Something is truth for you. So the shamans at this time are also available to help you attain your full realization as to what it is you're supposed to be doing. So what is it you're supposed to be doing, Taurus? Like, this sounds like really dynamic, wonderful energy, that it's time for you to soar. You're being supported by like the ancient, the most ancient and oldest spirit energy on the planet to help you get this perspective into what it is that you're moving towards, what's coming for you. So let's see. I'm using the book here. My Ethereal Visions Tarot deck this week again. Actually, I'm using two. I'm using this one, and I'm also using my Modern Day Spellcasters Tarot deck. So I'm going to use the Ethereal Visions to get some more clarity on this Eagle Spirit. So Spirit has your back, Taurus. Spirit has your back. And you're being asked to soar. Think about it. If Spirit has your back and you're being asked to soar, it's almost like if you take flight, if you just try, the wind is going to come up under your wings and it's going to help you fly. It's going to help you soar right now. That's the energy that's around you. Why are you being asked to leave? It feels like you're being asked to leave a cycle that is probably very familiar to you, a cycle that you've been very comfortable in because it was the walking stage, even like a baby eagle, an eaglet, is that what they're called? A baby eagle? I'm not sure. But they don't fly right away. They're walking, right? They're walking and they're just, you know, flapping their wings, they're exercising them, they're getting them ready to take flight. So it's like you've been at that point, but now it's, you know, Spirit is saying you need to jump out of the nest. You need to jump out of the nest and just grab that wind and fly. So why is it time to get out of this nest, Taurus? Why is it time? Why is it time for Taurus to get out of this nest? Oh, wow. The Knight of Wands. So there's new opportunities and new desires. There's action to be taken based on your desires here. You need to go out and you really need to explore what those desires are that you have for yourself. It's time to take action so much. I love it. My favorite stuck in the mud sign. No, I'm just kidding, right guys? No, but Taurus does tend to be. It is the slow moving sign. It is get the job done slowly but surely. We will get this job done. But often there's a lot of planning and studying and thinking that goes behind that for Taurus. So right now, I feel like you're being told that the energy that's around you is about moving forward. It's about taking that action. These are two very action-based cards. Very much action-based cards here for you, Taurus. Fast moving too. I'm feeling apprehension. I'm kind of feeling apprehension about this fast movement. It's so funny, actually, I have to say. So Aries, the Aries readings I've been doing lately, they've been sort of like in this winter season. I don't know if they've planted like a seed and it's just not time for that seed to grow and bloom. We need to get into the spring. So they're being asked, you know, just sit in the in-between. You're not in the old cycle. You're not in the new cycle. You're just pausing. And it's killing Aries. Aries is like, I need to do something. I need changes. I need to go and do what I want. I want to get this. I want to try this. I want to, you know, just that they're the spark. They need to do that. So I feel like, though, it's funny because that would be a reading that would be, I think the Taurus would be comfortable with, like, okay, that's good. I planted my seed. It's going to nurture. It's going to grow. This gives me time to reflect. Oh, isn't it funny how, you know, maybe it's this new moon in Scorpio that we're coming into, and it's really pushing buttons. So this is the kind of reading like that Aries would love to get, Taurus, but you guys are getting it. And you've got a reading that they've got a reading that you would probably love to get. But there's so much action behind these two cards for you, Taurus. It's fiery, it's dynamic, it's very progressive. And where does it go? I know it's taking you to these ancient ones that are asking you to accept a brand new big cycle. Feels like a big cycle. And it could just be a big cycle in your own truth, or it could be a big cycle in opportunities coming towards you. But Eagle is flying. Let's see how Eagle gets you to the ancient ones. How does Eagle get you to the ancient ones? How does Eagle get you? How does Eagle get Taurus to the ancient ones? What do we got here? Oh, we have four cards. Let's see. Oh, what do we have? What do we have? Wow, interesting. Okay, so the seven, you have four cards. So the Seven of Pentacles has come out. This is a little bit about divine timing. So yeah, you're going to do that. We know you are. You're going to kind of really think about what it is that you've got, what you've achieved, what you'd like to add to it. When is it a good time to really take this leap, to leap out of the nest and really go for it? Then you have the King of Wands. So there's that, that dynamic, fiery, passionate, desirable energy that's going to be coming out of you. It could also be coming towards you to give you a little push, maybe. Maybe there's a little fire sign in your life that's really tired of sitting in that seed in the ground. They're like, I'm going to push Taurus. So maybe an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius is coming to give you a little push here. And it's to release the burdens. It's to release the burdens, release the burdens of the past, this past energy. You're being asked to come out of the nest. It's not a lot of fun to be an eagle and have those big wings that you just haven't used yet. And you're just standing at the nest looking over the world like, oh, I just need to leap out, right? And the Tower moment. And the Tower moment, Taurus. That's the last card. So there you're falling out of the nest. Oh my gosh. Flap your wings, Taurus, flap your wings. Oh my gosh, isn't that just funny how that came out? And we're talking about the whole analogy of being in a nest and coming out of it. Oh my goodness. All right, so we need, I feel like I need clarifiers for the clarifiers. There's a Tower moment. I'm going to go into the teeny tiny tarot here. It's, you know what, the message I'm getting is when you jump out of the nest, it's going to be one of those where if you're watching like one of those nature programs and it's the last eaglet, let's just call it those. I think that's what they're called, to jump out of the nest. Maybe there was 2 or 3 in the nest. The other 2 have left and you're the one standing there going, oh, just not ready. The other 2 were maybe, no, you could have hatched at different times. So maybe the other ones they hatched a little earlier. They were like little Aries brothers and sisters that you had, and they've flown out. And they keep coming back once in a while to the nest. Come on, come on. It's so much fun out there. Let's go, let's go. I don't know. I'm not too sure about this. This is really different. I need to think about this for a while. We need to plan it. Let's make sure the wind is blowing in the right direction. There's some clouds over there. It's kind of like coming up with reasons, right? And then all of a sudden, I don't know, if one of those siblings, this fire sign comes along, let's release these burdens and just shoves you out of the nest. Because we've seen that happen on those nature programs. We've seen one of those little, oh, I'm not ready. And you're just kind of falling and you're tumbling and the camera's watching this baby bird, but you know, adolescent bird, really. It's ready to go and it's falling. And everyone who's watching is like praying, oh my God, please, because you've been watching this program since this little eagle hatched out of its egg and watching it grow and develop, and you're just praying for it. Please, please, please open up your wings and fly. And I feel like just before you hit the ground, your wings come out, the wind comes in because Spirit has your back. Spirit has your back. The wind comes in and your wings just come out and you don't have to do anything. The wind just carries you up and boy, do you soar. You soar higher, further and faster than those siblings that were trying to get you out of the nest. That's what I see. I don't know. It's just, that's what I see. So here, let's see what's going on with this Tower moment though. Let's get some more specifics. I doubt that, you know, any of you are living in a tree right now. So let's make it a little more practical in terms of what this message is. The Hanged Man. So yeah, you're going to see something very differently. Absolutely. If you're coming out of a nest, you've been grounded in a sense, right? You've been grounded and now you're taking flight. You're going to see things from a very different perspective. And it's going to rock your world a little bit because you're going to realize who you are on a deeper level with this Ancient Ones. You're really going to realize who you are on a much deeper level with the Ancient Ones. It's really going to change your perspective. Thank you, Crow. Yes, I love the crow. Crows are about the truth. In many of, well, pretty much all of animal, shaman, oracle decks, crows are signified as the truth, delivering the truth, delivering messages of truth to you. That's why I love this background. It's just the forest, and every once in a while the crow comes in to tell you. All right. Oh yeah, this is the teeny side. Okay, now we're going to the Ancient Ones deck here, or the Ancient Ones card. I want to get more information for you about, you know, it feels like a newer truth for you, a newer journey. I'm just trying to think back to a reading you had a little while ago. And I know you were coming into something that was a bit of, I want to say, like a hibernation period, taking a time out. I'm having trouble remembering what last week's was for you, Taurus. But having said that, like, cycles, we're in and out of cycles all the time, even throughout a day. So, you know, these cycles can represent, you can be in and out of cycles at the same time and at different times. Well, you can't, you are. So you can be in a particular cycle at work, and there might be shifts in that cycle. And while you're going through that, you're also going through cycle shifts on personal levels or health levels, financial levels. So, you know, all of these cycles come in and out of each other and play in and out at different times. So even if something has resonated, I'm just getting this message, like if something has resonated with you in the past, and this does too, it doesn't mean you're necessarily fully coming out of another cycle that might have another aspect of your life. So I'm getting the message to explore which aspect of Taurus's life this is really representative of. So let's see that. Let's get that information. What aspect of Taurus's life is this really? Wow, it's the King of Wands too. The King of Wands has a lot to do with your desires. It really does. Because the King of Wands was in the middle here with this card, right? It was one of the little buggers that came and pushed you out of the nest. Oh, those fire signs always making havoc, huh? So the King of Wands here is going to push you out of your nest. And it is a sibling in a sense. You know, I think I did use that analogy. That Aries is sort of like, I want to say Aries and Gemini is like your siblings on either, so kind of wedged between, and the energy between those two is like, oh, you're sort of like that stable, solid, grounded energy between like fire and air, and they're just playing out beside you. And the fire is coming towards you with these desires. This is a very, you know, the King of Wands. I'm getting more of the message that this isn't an energy around you. This is an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. The King of Wands is one who does have very good confidence, very stable, very likable person, very dynamic, not easily shook. This person is not easily shook, and also is not easily deterred from a goal or something they want to do. They came out and pushed you out of the nest, for one thing, right? They came out and they pushed you out of the nest, Taurus. Now why? Why did the King of Wands come out and push Taurus? Yeah, and like the Knight of Wands. There's so much like court cards with the wands here for you in this reading. A person or people are acting in different energies. I feel there's something going on with you, with probably an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. And it's interesting because I feel like the fire signs are feeling a little bit stuck right now. And they might be taking that out on those around them. It's like, if I'm stuck, I need to see if I can push someone else into action and get it going. And that might be what's kind of playing out here. I don't feel like it's in a hostile way. I feel like it's in a wanting to get somewhere, wanting progress to happen with you. And see, being a fire sign, I'm just kind of thinking, I don't think they're being bad. They just want to do this. It's that sibling that's like, come on, let's go out and play. You've been watching TV too long. Maybe you've been watching TV too long. Okay. Yeah, the King of Wands. The Queen of Wands. This is just crazy. Oh, now that's interesting too, though, isn't it? Divine counterparts right here. Taurus. Taurus. They're trying to push you out of the nest. They want you to come and fly with them. Wow. What an interesting reading. The King and Queen of Wands are on the other side of the Ancient Ones for you. So there's... Look at the colors in this too. The colors in all the cards that you have with these majors, it's all like this red and orange and yellow. Well, there is some green at the bottom of the, but just see like all those colors are mimicking each other. Really interesting, very fiery, very warm, very embracive. That's interesting. You know, because this started off as the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands could be seen as a bit of a player. Out of all the Knights, the Knight of Wands may be seen as a bit of a player because this person seems to want to take action based on their desires. So maybe they're just playing me, maybe they're just pushing my buttons. This is just, you know, in and out, nice to meet you, thanks a lot, bye kind of energy. But I don't think so. I think it might have seemed like that at first, might have been the impression. Because you pulled out the King and Queen of Wands here. It's so funny how sometimes these spiritual readings go into, I'm not going to call it completely romantic yet, but there's definitely with the King and Queen of Wands here. Let's go back into the teeny tiny tarot deck. I feel that there's a message that the Ancient Ones are trying to tell you. What is this message regarding the King and Queen of Wands? The Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups. Why does it feel like you're falling out of the tower though, right? It feels like you're falling out of the tower for me with this reading. Focus. There we go. Like, it's like you're falling out of the tower and you feel all alone too. I'm falling out of this on my own. I can't do this on my own. Why does Taurus feel like they're falling out of the tower? The High Priestess and the Lovers. It's okay. Let's just not deny this is a full-on love reading for whoever this resonates. For Taurus. So it feels like you're falling out of the tower. It's very unexpected. Might also be, maybe it's the Hanged Man. You're getting a new perspective. With the Tower we have, so these are the three cards that we have with the Tower moment right now, where it feels like you're just falling. You're free falling on your own here. New perspective. You know, this is also Pisces energy. Secretive manifestation, very moon-like, so it's hard to see clearly. And the Lovers, though, there's you know, yeah, I think if you took the mask off, you could see clearly. It just feels like you're just falling. You're free falling. You got to open up those wings because the wind is behind you. Let's not forget that. Whatever's going on for you, Taurus, for whoever this resonates with, this is the very first card that came out of the deck. You know, when I get a first card that comes out and it has a really wonderful message like that, Spirit has your back. Don't worry. You're not going to hit the ground is the message that I'm getting. If you're feeling like sort of, this is, I think it's like it shook your world. Or it's being asked to shake your world. The Ancient Ones want to shake your world, baby. The Ancient Ones really want to shake your world here. What is so important about this King and Queen of Wands, though? Like, there's so many different ways to me that, you know, we could have gotten a message about divine counterparts. This is like the divine masculine and the divine feminine. These two are just, they're the yin and the yang. This is not the King of Cups and the Queen of Swords. This is the King of Wands and the Queen of Wands. Like, right? Crow's telling you. But why? Why is it, like, this is a very deep spiritual energy here. This is something that can't be denied, is the message that I'm getting. For this to be backed by a card, this is the first card in the deck. This is, it's a divine counterpart. So for me, for something like that, this is a spiritual contract, a contract that you've signed. You know, it's not like a real paper contract, because it's in the deeper spiritual realm of things. And you know, when you have a soulmate, when you connect with someone, when you've met someone for the first time, but there's something familiar about them, and that doesn't make sense. How can that be? Or it's that kind of energy. But why? Why are the ancient ones wanting this? Like, this is being pushed by really deep spiritual energy here. The ancient ones are pushing this for you, Taurus. Why? Why are the ancient ones pushing this for Taurus? Ah, okay, because you're not seeing, or you just don't want to look. You don't want to see it. You don't want to see the truth. Your truth is that one sword right in front of you there. You just need to pick it out of the ground and walk forward. That's all that you need to do there. Wow. I kind of feel like, Taurus, that there's a deep connection here for you. And it's like divine counterpart energy, but you're not coming out of the nest. You're not coming out of the nest. I don't know what... Okay, I'm just going to try to see if there's one other way that we can get you out of the nest. Because it feels like there's been a push here. There's been a push with the Knight of Wands. Has tried to get you out of the nest. And then we have the Knight of Cups between the King and Queen of Wands, but I'm really feeling like a hesitation here. Why? But why? Why are you so hesitant? Oh my gosh. So there's a choice. You got to make a choice. Okay, well, that makes sense. So you have to make a choice. What are you doing? It's a choice between two people? Oh, come on. It really does not want to focus. There we go. Trying to balance something. Trying to make this choice, right, with this Two of Pentacles. Well, you got to make the choice. It's a free world. It's a free universe. Well, this is a free universe. I don't know how free it is in the world. But, yeah, you got to make a choice. Finish on it. It's so funny. At the bottom, we have the Fool card, the Leap of Faith. This is the Leap of Faith card. Wow. This is really interesting. I did not see this reading going this way at all. When I saw these two cards come out for you, I'm like, oh wow, this is going to be interesting. They're going to go into their deeper selves. They're going to explore something. Oh my goodness. The only way we can get a final answer is to go to puppy love. Doggies no. Doggies no. So this week we are Dog Wisdom Oracle deck. It's the final message. I think this is quite interesting. Taurus, get you out of that nest. A final message for Taurus from Doggy Wisdom. May or may not have anything to do with this reading. It's just a final message for Taurus. What do we got here? You got two. Aww. So cute. God, they're cute. The first one you have is the Gift of Life. I'm going to read the messages from the book because they're really short and sweet. It's so cute. Oh my gosh. Isn't that just a pile you'd want to be in with all those puppies? And then you got Teamwork. Aren't they just the cutest? Okay, so let's see what the little message is for you. Oh, Gift of Life. Life is a precious gift. Treat it delicately and be grateful for it, but most importantly, celebrate and enjoy it. Oh, come on. Yeah, that's just get right on out of that nest. That's so funny. Yeah, Crow just said, get out of the nest, go and have some fun. And then you got Teamwork. Oh, here we go. Teamwork. You don't have to go it alone. There are plenty of people in your life who will be more than happy to help you out if you ask. By working in a team, you will reach your goals much sooner and you will probably be more satisfied with the end result. That's so cute. Yeah, you know what? I feel like this is you in the nest and these are those two siblings we were talking about. And they're going to push you out. Just come on, let's go. Let's go and have some fun. That's so cute. There you go, Taurus. You really have to bring like... Because, you know, these can be really deep. And I know for some people, these can be really, like emotional in terms of anyone who is going. I know this will be in the comments, like, I know this is my divine counterpart, or this, or there'll be also, we'll have the cross watchers coming in and saying, see, Taurus, I told you. So it is. I know that there's a lot of emotion behind it, but I like to end with the puppy love, because at the end of the day, that's all there really is puppy love. There you go, Taurus. I hope you enjoyed that reading. That was really interesting. I don't know what's going on in the forest sounds anymore. It kind of sounds like a truck is coming through, but anyway. There you go. Thank you so much, guys. Have a wonderful week. Until next time, be gentle with yourselves. Bye.